All right, folks, here we are back at you with another video. This video we're going to be working on this here truck that we just picked up. It needs a lot of work, and it's not like a lot of big work. It just needs a lot of small things. There's a bunch of headlights, marker lights that are not working already. Did fix the tail lights. Those are all brand new, so we got that all working right, and I'll show you on the wiring job I done underneath there on how I fixed that up. As you can tell, we got some lights here, and as you can tell, we got some fun things happening here. We took the fuel tank out, so I'm going to show you. This fuel tank was leaking, and because this is a cabin chassis truck, your standard Ford fuel tank don't work because it's 14 inches wide, and this one here is 11 inches wide, or 10 inches wide, sorry. But because it's a steel tank, you can tell how wet that is. This tank has been leaking like it's out of style, and I think we got another leak right behind here, so we're going to fix this tank up. It most definitely needs new hangers. I think we're going to leave the shield off because, you know, that just collects a bunch of crud and that will create rust. So we're going to eliminate all that, and then we're going to fix the outside of the tank. We're going to repaint the outside of the tank because, like I said, we can't have this stuff. So, and I don't want to do this every 5 years or something like that. So, but we got the tank out, which was a job in itself because everything was rusty and crusty. And well, I drove the truck for as much as I could. It had like 1/8 of a tank left in there, so that's going to be quite a bit. But anyway, so we're going to start on taking the sending unit out, and then we're going to drain the fuel tank, and then we're going to start on the fuel tank job right here. And then in the meantime, we're going to fix a couple little things on this truck. So here we go. All right, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. Let's get past the intro. Let's get into this. All right, so we got the tank out. That was the first job. Second job is going to take the sending unit out, and then we can drain the rest of the fuel out. So I'm going to get busy with that. And like I said, in this series, or in this video, at least I'll show you how I repair a steel fuel tank like this, and what we can do to prevent this from happening. Plastic is better, it don't rust. So, but anyway, we're gonna have to fix this thing up so this here truck will be drivable again. Here we go. I'll be right back. All right, well, first thing I normally do is run a wire brush around it, get these studs all cleaned up, and then use plenty of penetrating oil. And of course, we always have to have one that doesn't want to go, so these gear wrench bolt biters are the bomb. I break them all loose by hand first, and then I switch over to my little impact. And I had one that was throwing a fit, so we're probably going to need some new nuts. Look at that. Let's try not to. Wow, look at that. Set that in there for the time being so it can dribble out in that. We got ourselves a lot of crusties here too. Holy shit. Let's see how the inside of the tank looks like. Actually, the inside looks pretty clean. Look at that. But, all right, now let's get the rest of the fuel out, and then we can go from there. So here we go. Bring it right back. All right, we got this all cleaned up. I used the blowgun for that for right now, and I've got basically all the fuel out of it, and the tank looks pretty clean if you ask me. There's one baffle right there, and then there's another one right there. So yeah, any users. So now we're gonna roll this whole contraption outside through that door. Gonna put some water to it, and then I want to start cleaning up and address the problem areas. I know I feel like we got a spot right there equal to what we have here. So, well, yep. So that's what's going to go next. So that way there's no more fuel in this tank, and then we can actually start working on that and get it all cleaned up. So here we go. I'll be right back. All right, got the pressure washer out. Hit it with the pressure washer first. Spread it down a little bit with some degreaser. In the meantime, I'm filling it up with water. I'll let that flow out a little bit. Diesel is lighter than water, so it'll float on top, so it'll come pouring out. And you got to keep in mind, this is not gasoline, so it's not near as dangerous as diesel is. So, but anyway, so we got that going on right now, and then when I get her all washed up and bring it back inside, we'll bring you back. Be right back. All right, washed her for a second time. He's still full of water, and you see that? We got a dripper right there, and we got two pissers right here. And then I guess we got ourselves another pisser right here. I don't know if the camera picks that up. I didn't even know that one was there, so there you go. Now we know. Right, so we got ourselves some holes to fix. All right, so I've been putting in patches. I got this all cleaned off with a big wire brush on a grinder, and I've been putting on patches. You see, and then like this here, this area is pitted so bad, and I know like that right there, that's going to be a very thin spot. So over here it's the same thing, had thin spots right there, and look at that. I'm just building it up with weld right now. And you can say, well, you know, you can't weld on a fuel tank. Well, this is a welded fuel tank to begin with. As you can tell, I mean, it's got welds everywhere. So, well, yeah. And I'm afraid that, you know, this area, that looks just like this right here. So I'm filling in the holes that I feel like are going to be a threat, and just weld them down or weld them up, grind it down, and then I'm going to run patches over like this here, and like right here. Already got this one side done. So I'm going to get that done first. So I still got to do this bottom part, and then this side here looks really good, so I don't really have to worry about it. This here looks pretty bad, especially this area, but I want to put a patch right here. And then this was one of the original pinholes, so I feel like this stretch here is really horrific. So I feel like we're gonna have to do a lot of work there. So I'm gonna put in a nice big patch just like I done over in that corner. So all right, I'm going to keep working on this, and like I said, you know, these welds here, I grind them down, then we'll lay the patch over it, weld the patch all the way up, like down here, grind that down. I still got to grind this down right here, just got that welded up. So, yeah. Alright, I'll bring you right back. Alright, so I got these low spots and funny spots all filled in and ground down. I mean, they're nice and flush now. This side was, you know, that I wasn't worried about, was horrific. It had 4 holes that showed up, filling, you know, putting some weld down. So, but I've got that all filled in, ground down. So now we're getting ready to cut the patches up to size, put them on, and weld those in, and like we've done here. So, all right. I'm getting ready to do that. I just have myself a little union brake here, so here we go. Alright, so I got my air gun set up. I'll put some pressure in there. I'll blow this on there. A little bit of soapy water. Let's see what we have now. Oh, right there. You see that? We still got a little bit going on right there, and then still some going on right there. So there you go. That's how you pressure test the tank. Make sure you got no leaks or holes. So here we go. I'm going to get all these pinholes took care of and go from there. All right, be right back. All right, we got stuff welded up now, right there. And as you can tell, no more bubbles. So that all looks really good. So now we got to check the others and make sure everything is honky-dory. So here we go. All right, we'll bring you back when we're done, and we'll go from there with checking the leaks. And we still got to paint it and stuff like that. So here we go. All right. She's finally airtight. Do you see any bubbles? I don't see any bubbles. No bubble. Alright. So, I tell you what, this one particular spot right here, that was the first time, worst one. I had to hit that like 3 or 4 times before I finally had it to stop bubbling. Look at that. Looking good now. Yep. So, see, that's how I've been doing it, like that. Oh, sorry. And there you go. Oh, there it went. Anyway, so now I'm going to prep it for paint. I'm going to put some paint on there to keep this from rusting. So I'll bring you guys back for that. So hang tight. All right, got the truck painted. I got it wiped down with some brake clean, so there was no more grease on there whatsoever. And I used some bed liner stuff. Put it on pretty thick. I used some Rust-Oleum truck bed coating. Put it on with a roller. Got that all washed out or washed off. So now we're getting ready to drop this thing on that creeper, and then we can roll it right underneath the tank, or the tank right underneath the truck, because I don't want to scratch the paint now. So I got the new straps all made up. Got me some rubber here for the tank straps. I just used some flat stock for that. That's what I used. This one here was a little short, so I had to weld that up. I was lacking 2 inches, but we got her fixed. So that's all welded up and ready to go. Like I said, we got the rubber tank strap liner on there. I just bought it by the roll. It's a 50-foot roll right here. So, all right. So I got all 3 made up. So those can be going to the trash. Now I'm going to set her down on that creeper. I'm going to roll it under there, and we'll bring it right back. All right. All right, so that's how I do it. I raise one side of the truck up because the lift I have is not heavy enough to lift a diesel. So I got one side lifted off the ground, and then with the creeper works out really nice. It gives me flexibility to maneuver it in place without scratching the paint up or any of those things. And now we'll clear the running boards and the toolboxes of the flatbed. So now we can drop the tank or the truck, and then we can set those jack stands or jacks under, floor jacks under the fuel tank, and then we can lift the fuel tank up and get it in place and get her bolted down. So, all right, I'm going to button this up, and then we'll bring you right back, and we'll show you what we got. So here we go. All right. Fuel tank is fully installed, got everything cleaned up, drove to the gas station and put some fuel in it. No leaks. Well, there you go. This thing is done. Fuel tank is fixed. So now we don't have to lose a ton of money every time we park it for a couple days. So here we go. Alright guys, that's it for this video. More to come on this truck, so please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.